Welcome to my kitchen table. I'm Rachel. On the weekends, I really like to spend my time in the kitchen making meals that take hours to cook because low and slow typically is where you get the bulk of your flavor. You can cook things quickly and still get flavor, but low and slow always lends that depth of flavor that I absolutely love. So today I'm going to be making carnitas. Yes, carnitas, a Mexican classic dish. I have here 4 pounds of pork butt or pork shoulder. I am just going to salt and pepper these nicely, and we're going to cut them into 2-inch chunks. And you want to make sure you season both sides generously because once you cook it, it's not as easy to season, and especially that meat. You want to get that flavor in the meat of the salt and the pepper. Kind of just pat it in a little bit. I also keep all of the fat on my pork butt because that fat is going to lend a lot of flavor to the dish. Okay, and now to pepper.
Come on now. Get up there and hold on tight.
Okay, now that these are seasoned nicely, I am just going to cut them into chunks. They can be about 2-inch chunks. As we are going to brown these off here momentarily. Okay. Okay, now that we've got these cut, we're going to go ahead and heat our oil. I'm going to be using vegetable shortening. You can use lard, you can use oil, whatever suits you. Today I'm going to be using vegetable oil to brown my meat in. And then we're going to go ahead and make the liquid that the pork is going to braise in. Okay, so I am just going to take a heaping tablespoon of vegetable shortening and go ahead and put it in my pot here. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 of them so I could get enough oil in the bottom of my pan to coat the bottom and get the pork browned in. While this is heating up, let's go make our sauce to braise the pork in. Okay, the first thing we're going to do to start our sauce is we're going to start with a half of an onion. I'm going to cut the root end off, and we're just going to coarsely chop this because it's just going to go in a blender. Okay, so for our sauce, we're going to first start with the half of an onion that we just chopped. Just going to go ahead and add that to the blender, along with 1.5 cups of water. Four whole cloves stemmed. Gonna take a pinch of cumin, a teaspoon each of marjoram and thyme. Gonna do about a teaspoon of oregano. Six cloves of garlic. A teaspoon of black pepper. And a tablespoon of salt. We're going to go ahead and put the lid on and puree until smooth. And that's it. All right, and that's it. So we're just gonna take this and set it aside. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put it right back in here so it's just easier to pour into the pot in a moment. Now we're ready to put our pork in the shortening and brown that right on up. So you're gonna put it fat side down. Always put meat in oil away from you so you don't splatter and get it all over you and burn yourself. All right, while that's browning off, I am going to cut open an orange. This is a blood orange. That is so beautiful. So this is a blood orange. I've talked to you about these before. This is what they look like on the inside. They're gorgeous and they're so flavorful. And I'm going to actually add this to the braising liquid so that it adds a level of acidity to the dish because every dish needs a little bit of acidity. So these are going to brown off for about 10 minutes and then we're going to be ready to put the rest of our ingredients in and let that simmer low and slow for about an hour and a half and then our dinner will be ready. We go ahead and flip this first side. That is what you are looking for. That is a beautiful brown on that side. We're just going to flip all of these over. We'll let that go just a little bit longer on that side. So guys, if this is not completely browned where you like it, like I need a little bit more on that side, just let it brown on the side. And just let it brown and then flip it when it's ready. Okay, so the pork has browned completely and now it is time to put our braising liquid that we made earlier over top. Just pour it a coat. Just kind of stir it up just a little bit. And then we're going to let this cook for about 5 to 6 minutes before we add anything else. Alright you guys, so I am going to go ahead and now add the orange juice to the pot. Those blood oranges are amazing. All that smell coming off of them. Oh my gosh. Okay. Since an actual orange is about 2 tablespoons of juice, and I would like a cup of juice, I'm going to go ahead and just add, I'm going to add regular orange juice in as well. Right, so we're going to add that right in. We're going to use a couple of heaping tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk. Just adds a nice sweetness to the dish. Let's get the rest of that in. A couple of bay leaves. We're going to stir this up so it all incorporates. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this come up to a simmer. I'm going to reduce the heat to medium low, and then we are going to let this cook for an hour and a half. All right, so this is basically what you want it to look like, and it is simmering now slightly. Go ahead and cover this, reduce it down to about medium low. And we're going to let that cook for about an hour and a half. And it's going to be perfection. All right, you guys, moment of truth. We are going to take out the meat. We're going to leave the liquid behind. So I actually got a slotted spoon in order to do so. And I'm just gonna take a good old cookie sheet and place it right on there. Any fat that you see, you can feel free to just leave behind because no one wants to eat that. And all we're gonna do is take this out, let it sit for just a moment until it's we're able to touch it. And we're going to shred it. You can do one of two things. You can either shred it or you can cut it into chunks. If yours doesn't fall all the way apart. You can cut it into chunks and make your tacos that way. Okay. So this meat is all done. We're going to set it aside. This is all of this is fat, so we're going to leave that. Nobody wants that. So now I have some meat claws here that I am just going to take and shred apart this meat. Oh my gosh, you guys, this smells so good. Like, I make these, I don't want to say frequently, but I make them a lot. And I'm going to tell you, the smell never ceases to amaze me. Okay, that instead of heat them in a microwave, just because I feel like they have a better texture once they come out of the oven versus the microwave. Okay. And any fat that you see, you guys just put off to the side. And you're good to go. All right. Also, you guys can top them however you want. Typically, I just put some salsa or some pico de gallo in there and eat it that way. I don't really do cheese typically. Sometimes, you know, but not always. One of my favorite things, though, to eat with it is a pickled jalapeno. And I did make some today, earlier today. So we have those for the side. And there is a chef that I follow who once said that you are supposed to take a bite of carnitas and then take a bite of a pickled jalapeno, and it just makes you kind of want more carnitas. That is not a lie. Like, I tried that and it actually works. All right, meat is done. It's shredded up. You don't need to do it super fine, just, you know, chunk sizes. You know, this will do. I guess you should see this. That will do. And now we're just going to wait for the tortillas and we'll get them put together. Okay, you guys, the tortillas just came out of the oven. This is very hot. So here's what I do. I basically take the tortilla after I open this. Those are hot. Separate, ooh, shoot. Separate them as best you can. Ooh. Get a plate and we just lay them out. And some carnita meat on in, just like that. This looks so good. Look at how beautiful that meat is, you guys. It looks so good. Okay, let me get a spoon here because okay, sorry about that. Okay, so here we are. We're going to put just a little bit of salsa. And I just kind of let the liquid that's in the salsa kind of run down off the spoon so that there's not a whole bunch of liquid in the carnitas. Okay, and then you put cilantro all day long, lime, I think I can do, nope, gonna need 2 limes, 1 for each taco, and I just sprayed myself with them. Okay, so then you guys, I made, like I said, pickled jalapenos. See that? Nope, you do not. Hold on. I made pickled jalapenos. I cannot wait to eat these. First time I've ever done these like this. I usually do them sliced. But my most favorite thing that I've had at Mexican restaurants are pickled carrots. And they go with the jalapenos. So I'm going to put those on the side. And then I am going to give my taco a try. Mmm. Oh my God. Mmm. I don't even know. Mmm. Mmm. And then the jalapeno. So good. Mmm. You guys, for real, this meat is sweet, it's flavorful, it's tender, it's so good. I'm ready for some more taco. So you guys need to try these. Like, this isn't even a request. Like, do it. For real, they're so good. Your family's gonna love them. My family loves them. And so do I. So that helps. Give these a try, you guys. Make them on your own. They're so simple to do. It does take some time to cook, but getting the ingredients in there, there's not very many ingredients. Most of them you can probably find in your pantry now. So give them a try. You guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I am so happy you are all here. I really do hope that you guys will give these a try. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll be happy to respond. And I just appreciate all of you. You guys, make sure you share this video, like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Happy eating. Bye.